an arrest or detention of someone over this matter? Because I remembered way back 2020, there was a teacher who randomly posted on social media, he offered 50 million pesos reward for anyone who can kill the then President Rodrigo Duterte. So I'm just curious, can we expect the same response over this matter?
Yes, we are aware of that case. Actually, it is the NBI who arrested that person, Mr. Romel Mas. He is a school teacher who offered 50 million pesos to kill PRRD. Arestado agad siya, but then later parang parang pinatawad na rin ni PRRD. This time, out of courtesy, masasabi natin, out of courtesy, due process, hindi po namin agad inaresto si Vice President dahil siya ay Vice President, napakataas na opisyal. So we are giving her chance, due process, to answer yung ibinibintang sa kanya. No, this is by way of subpoena, and we will ask her to appear before our office within 5 days from today. Appear siya sa amin, sagutin niya yung aming mga tanong para mabigyan ng pagkakataon ng ating Vice President.
Okay. Ira Panganiban, DZRJ.
Yes, two questions. First question is, it's an if-then situation. If this happens to me, then this is what I will do. What's the legal implication of that? If something happens, the statement of Vice President Sara Duterte was, if something happens to me, then I will do this. What's the legal implication of that?
The important thing that everyone should understand from those statements is the lack of recourse to legal and judicial remedies. That is what is appalling in this situation, where a high-ranking official would not have recourse to legal and judicial remedies to seek redress. So all of us are governed by the rule of law, and no one is above the law. If there is a need to exact justice for a criminal act, then it has to be through the legal and judicial process. We cannot take the law into our own hands. No one should espouse that kind of thinking. And that is why I strongly believe that that exposes her to criminal liabilities.
Question number 2. She claims that one of her security personnel attempted to take her life. Is the NBI, the Department of Justice, the government looking into this allegation?
Parang wala kaming natanggap na ganyan na sinabi niya na one of her security aide. Remember that the Vice President, even the Vice President, is being protected by our Presidential Security Command.
There was part of that statement in her ranting.
We will go over that. But i-clarify ko lang yung napakadelikado yung sinasabi niya na pag ako namatay. Take note, pag ako namatay, hindi niya sinabing pag ako napatay. Magkaiba yun, yung mga Tagalog dito, magkaiba yun. Pag ako namatay, paano kung na-overdose siya, nalason siya ng, wala namang kasalanan ng mga agencies, wala namang kasalanan ng president, bakit papapatay niya ang president? No? Kaya iba yung pag ako napatay. Ayan, somebody assassinated her. Papapatay niya yung presidente. Magkaiba eh. Pinag-aaralan namin mabuti yung statement niya.
Okay. Katrina Domingo, ABS-CBN 2.
Sir, in the Vice President's rant, she also mentioned that former Communications Secretary Harry Roque is already out of the country. Can she also be held liable for withholding knowledge as to where Mr. Roque is?
Wala naman. Kung umalis na si Roque, kung hindi naman sila accused pa in a certain crime na mapapagsabihan natin na in conspiracy silang dalawa.
Sir, another question. The former president of the IBP mentioned that she has violated Canon 1 for lawyers. Will that be grounds for her disbarment?
Pwede. Pwede. Yes.
Is the government
Pero
inclined
ano
to
yan
file
eh,
a disbarment case against her?
Can I answer that?
Ayan, kasama na yan. Yun nga sinabi ni Yusek Andres, lahat ng legal,
Legal liabilities.
mananagot siya sa lahat ng legal aspect. She cannot, sinabi pa niya na she is acting as a lawyer for Lopez. And that cannot be done. Hindi siya pwedeng mag-practice. Ang general rule is that public officials cannot practice their profession. No? Pwede yun kung pinapayagan at hindi in conflict sa kanyang opisina. Remember that ang iniimbestigahan ay ang opisina ni BP Sara. Therefore, she cannot act as counsel sa opisina niya na siya ang iniimbestigahan. May conflict. Ganun po yun. Pero yun mga matter na yun, light na lang yun about yung siya being a lawyer. Pero yung utterances niya na pagbabanta, yan ang pinupukpukan namin at siniserious namin na consider.
Yeah, we're actually, if I may add, as mentioned earlier, we're looking at all angles and all possible cases. No? So it's not limited to the filing of possible criminal cases or criminal charges alone, but even violations of the CIPRA, no? And possibly disbarment case if there are grounds. So yan po ay pinag-aaralan ngayon, pero nabanggit nga kanina, siguro at this point, it would not be prudent to make any disclosures yet as to what possible cases, whether they're criminal or administrative, that would be filed or be considered for filing by the Department of Justice or by the NBI.
Sir, can you give us at least a timeline as to when you intend to resolve these investigations?
This investigation will be commenced as we speak. At the moment, it has been started even before this press conference. And we will continue to do this until we get to the bottom of it. This is a serious threat, a very, very bad precedent for our country if we will not take legal action on these kinds of threat coming from a very high-ranking official. We have to maintain order in a civilized society by adherence to the rule of law. And we will apply the full strength and force of the law on this matter.
Thank you. Raquel Bayan, Radyo Pilipinas. Please pass the mic to the back.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, yung mga ganitong pronouncement coming from the Vice President to the President, pwede po ba ito maging grounds for impeachment?
Impeachment is a constitutional option